Have you heard somebody telling you that to do what you love, or to find what you love to do in your life, or to do the things that make you feel happy? I think you might have heard that or seen it in some book or on some quotes, right? But the question is, can you really do what you love and make a career from it, which will ultimately bring you financial freedom and more happiness in your life? Well, stay tuned, because in this episode I'll show you guys how you can achieve that. First, let's look at the definition of a career. According to the Cambridge School Dictionary, a career is a job that you do for a long period of your life and that gives you a chance to move to a higher position and earn more money. So it's a job. And do you know something? Studies have shown that 70% of workers say they don't feel satisfied with their career choices. Now, what's going on here? They have a job and still not feel satisfied. That's the purpose of this video. How can you do what you love and make a career from it? So let's clear something first, okay? Anything that you love to do and want to make a career from it doesn't apply for only businesses, but for all the profession. You know, someone might have love to paint or love gardening or love to cook and want to make a career from it, but some other do love to work as an employee for a company, maybe as an accountant, a typist, security guard, just to name a few. What I'm trying to say is that don't just follow what other people are saying, that they quit their job to do what they love. Okay, understand first what do you want to do and take the decision on what you feel it's right. Now that we clear that part up, let's move on to the framework that I designed to help you achieve that. The framework includes 3 areas or 3 dimensions, like a piece of a puzzle. Those are passion, skills, and tools. It may appear simple at first glance. It can become quite deep as you think about the actual meaning of the words and how they apply to your work. But don't worry, I'll make an effort to make things as clear as possible. The framework that you see on the screen shows that in order to progress on something that you love, there are 3 areas that you need to develop. And the level of your performance will be determined by one or more of these 3 areas. And it's the weakest area that will show through your work and prevent people from connecting with your work. Now, to make this point more clear, let's consider an example, okay? I think most of you love picture, and suppose you want to become a photographer. You probably saw a lot of opportunity to capture photograph and then click the photo, and I'm sure that you imagine a great result, but when you transfer the picture to your visual device, you were disappointed. The image doesn't live up to the image that you had seen when you took the picture. In terms of the framework, your skills were not sufficient to capture the picture that you had visualized. Get it? If you don't get it, then stick around, you'll understand at the end of the video. Now let's closer look at each of these dimensions. Let's first start with passion, because we all have different passion. Passion for me is something that I really like to do, and it's something that I do which make me feel in the zone where there's no thought of the past nor the future, like traveling, making video, and teaching, like you see in this channel. Now, in order to make a career out of that, I have to look at the 2 areas, whether I have sufficient skill or not to execute it, and whether I have tool or not to make it happen. Okay, if I don't have skill, then I'll study and practice the skill. And if I don't have tool, then I'll find a way to get the tool. Passion is something that inspires you, motivates you, and something that you feel happy for doing it. And it's connect with your vision. And vision is very important. And it's the vision that make you unique, because not only you, other people out there will have the same inspiration like you do. And that's why there's fans for music, for sport, for movies, and for scientific research and countless things. So suppose you love sport and inspire you in some way, but your vision on what inspires you will make you unique, and that's why you need to work on other areas. Because if your passion isn't strong, which is inspiration plus vision, how can you expect someone to feel inspired by your work? That's why you need to work on the other 2 areas. Now, the second area of is skill. Other way of understanding skill is a technique to do the activity well, which is only a technique. If you know the technique, then you have the skill, and if you know well the technique, then you can do the activity very well. So see, there's many skills which you have to develop to a specified passion. Understanding what you love can surface out what skill you need to develop. And also there are skills that you need to understand that apply to every field. Like for example, communication skill, learning skill. I mean, just to name a few. Yes, there is a learning skill, and there are methods out there. You can find in internet forum or in article, or in most preferably in books, that will teach you how can you learn in the right way, which will help you to develop any skill set you like and will improve your vision and your inspiration. One thing you need to understand about skill is that you don't acquire it overnight. You have to constantly practice it from the fundamental to the advanced one. I'll show an example in the later part video of how all these areas are interconnected with one another. Then it will make sense to you. But for now, let's look on to the last area, which is tools. Tools or resources are very essential in taking your skill and your vision to the next level. Without tool, you cannot develop any skill, and you cannot make that vision for the people to see it. And you can have tools from a simple one to advanced one, which you can borrow or purchase anytime you can, which is unlike skill, where you have to develop step by step. So tool is somewhat what I would say is a resources that you need to have in order for your vision and your skill set to be shown. Like for example, a painter who loves to paint, he had a vision in his mind of what he's going to paint, and he also have a skill. He loves sketches and he wants to make his vision into painting. I mean, he sketched before and he have an inspiration. Maybe he could paint and his vision is there. He already had the basic skill, but what are the tools for a painter? You need to have a paintbrush and a paint and a canvas, and without those tools he cannot show his vision to other people. Let's take all this area together and see the connection. So I'll give an example of photography as a career. I think most of you love to do pictures, like selfie, group photo, landscape, any type of picture that you like. Maybe biased with photography, but I think this is the simplest example that I can show you how this area is connected. But one thing that is sure that the principles are all similar to every field. Okay, if you want to become a photographer and doing what you love by taking picture as a career, then that's your passion. But to grow and gain financial freedom, you need to have tools or resources and skill in order to make that vision happen. The tools, for example, are camera, lenses, computer, and other photography gadget. And the skill are the pre-capturing focus and understanding the situation of how to take the photo in accordance to your vision, the ability to gain audience, which is very important, the technique to promote your work on platform, and so on. You see, if you have the tool and you don't have any skill to execute them, you will be frustrated. And also, if you do have certain skill and you don't have the professional tools in order to promote the work, again, you won't gain anything. And as well as if you do have a strong vision on what you want to achieve and see it clearly, but if you don't have the skill nor the tool to execute it, then it will only be in your head. The conclusion is that in order for you to do what you love and make a career from it, you need to think of this framework and think where you were lagging and improve it. But also remember that skill cannot be borrowed from someone and cannot be gained anytime you want. Skill can only be gained by practicing consistently and in the right way. But tools, however, can be borrowed and gained anytime you can, provided that you have resources. If you are someone who think that I don't have tools right now, so I'll wait when I'll get the tools, then I'll start working on my skill, you know that mindset will lead you to frustration. Like a photographer, to become a professional tool is needed. Again, tool can gain anytime, but skill cannot. What should you do then? Try to make full use of what you have at the moment, like taking picture from your phone or other skill set. And if you keep on taking picture, eventually you understand something, the lighting, the effect, and so many things. And this will help you to develop more skill set, a stronger vision. And by the time you gain some tool, then it will be a big leap of improvement. The quality start to show. So you see, you need to make use of your situation right now. You need to make full use of what you have right now and always work and always find something that you need to improve on, which will lead you to improvement on what you love to do. I mean, you know what you want to do, and by understanding the vision and by understanding your inspiration, you can get there. And the most important thing is connection of inspiration with the vision. But in order for that vision to be surfaced, you need to have skill and tools, and the skill is what you have to develop a habit of. You need to work off it every day. You need to find something skill that you can work on right now, and surely you'll get the tools that you needed in order to make that dreams a reality in the future. So never give up. And yes, it's possible to make a career doing what you love, and understanding this framework will help you achieve that. Thank you for watching this episode, and if you have any question, drop it down in the comment section below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can.